Well, that's awesome. So, what do you think is next?
Well, that's a kind of a good question. I just signed up for another trip to Costa Rica to do ayahuasca.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I want to see if what that's going to open up. Um, I'm also just about to finish my degree in social psychology to use that to help other people with addiction, just so they don't have to go through half the shit that I went through. So if I can help that, that's what I want to do.
All right. Well, excellent. Well, it sounds like you're on the path. At this point, and it's kind of been fascinating, like learning about you and following you, through all of these things. And not a lot of people have that self awareness that you have. Before we kind of wrap up our discussion, is there anything that we haven't talked about that you want to talk about?
Um, I can't think of anything. I mean, I have highlights upon highlights upon highlights, but I think this is the most important. What we went over is just, you could come from somewhere, come from anywhere, but eventually you're going to be you and be where you're at. And um, like you said, the self awareness, I'm so grateful I have it. And I finally realized it because I didn't know I had a choice. I didn't know I was allowed to do other things. And that's probably the one thing I'm still struggling with is, um, transforming from a military member to a civilian because I still go out. I still don't think I can go out past 10 o'clock at night or something's going to happen. You know what I mean? There's rules and regulations still in my head where I can go do what I want.
Right.
But that's what I'm working on now is what is, what am I going to do when I grow up and what it's going to be like when I grow up. But time will tell, right?
Yeah.
Which we never make
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, we'll wrap up our conversation today. I always ask everyone the same last and final question. It's the only one that's scripted, not from your end, but from my end, because I always ask it. And that is, when someone listens to your story years from now, like when both of us are not here anymore, what message do you have for them?